Let's get those starting lineups set for you for the West Virginia Wesleyan College Bobcats. Starting at guard, the 6'1 junior out of Japan, Shunsuke Hatano. At a forward position from Maryland, it's number 12, Dominique Neiman. Justin Caldwell, the 6'2 junior from West Virginia. Ryan Honer from Bowling Green, Ohio, the 6'5 senior. And there's Nevin Zaravica, who is from Croatia, the 6'9 junior. Meanwhile, for West Florida, as they are midcourt ready to tip this one off, and it's underway, and the opening tip is controlled by the Bobcats of West Virginia. The 5 on the floor starting for West Florida, Ken Mitchell, the 6'8 junior out of Mobile. Maurice Thomas, the 6'3 senior from Milton. Jonathan Jackson, the guard, 6'3 senior out of Pensacola. Peter Canole, who is a 6'7 freshman from Orlando, and it's Max Hoggard, who is the 6'7 senior out of Central Florida.
Yeah, I think Canoli's a senior, but no, it says freshman on here, doesn't it? You are right, and Canoli had a good game, but the players last game we saw him against Delta State that really excelled was Maurice Thomas.
And it's the Bobcats who get on the board first, a 2-0 ball game as this one is underway. Argonauts into the corner. The give goes to Jackson. Jackson shot up, no good, and the rebound is snagged by the Bobcats.
Yeah, the big three-point threat for the Argonauts is Max Hoggart, but he didn't even get a touch that time. So
Hunter bringing it from the right corner out to the top of the key. Hanato. Give goes inside in the paint. Then the dish intended to go outside the arc back to Hanato, but it slapped out of bounds. Neiman able to get it back into the hands of the Bobcats because of an Argonaut getting a paw on that one before it's out.
Of course, the 6'9 kid from Croatia. They love their basketball in the old Yugoslavian Republic there, which is now, Bosnia and Serbia and Croatia, but they really love their basketball there.
Ken Mitchell getting the block, and he gets the basketball as well. So the Argonauts bring it to their end of the floor. With the guy out front, Thomas, leading in assists, the 6'3 senior from right here in the area. As a matter of fact, 3 of the starting 5 from this vicinity. The finger roll from Jackson, good.
Yeah, Jonathan Jackson has a very good first step. You talked about Ken Mitchell in that block. The last 3 games for the Argonauts, he has come on like gangbusters.
2-2 ball game early. A couple of minutes into this one. The three-pointer from Caldwell, no good. But a second chance as Zaravica comes up with it. Battle in the paint. Mitchell had it momentarily. Still fighting for it. And a timeout called as the possession belonged to West Florida. So it will be West Florida in possession of the basketball when we come back. Timeout on the floor and a 2-2 game. More after this. 4th game on this Tuesday of basketball. A couple of women's games, one men's game earlier, and we'll get to the scores in a moment. Kisses it high off the glass to Jackson. No good. Rebound belongs to the Bobcats. And a reach by Jackson distracts to the opposite end of the floor. Mitchell thought about the slam, a reverse slam, but it looks like it's more of a reverse finger roll, but nonetheless, it is 2 on the board, and it's a 4-2 advantage, West Florida.
A good job by Maurice Thomas seeing the wide open man and throwing the ball down. Of course, Maurice from Milton, Florida, played for the Panthers and coached Tim Short.
Zaravica trying to bring it inside the paint. Meanwhile, a reach by Mitchell slaps it out of bounds.
Well, he has quick hands, and you better not expose the ball around him. But 6'9", going up there on the 6'8", that's a pretty big matchup there.
1-5 squad, but all 5 starters for the Bobcats averaging in double figures. Zaravica bringing it in, able to get around Mitchell, but the distraction of Mitchell created the missed shot. However, when you get 3 opportunities, Neiman able to convert on the 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah, offensive rebounds will kill you, and here's another one-shot miss, and that's a dangerous trend.
Caldwell to the opposite end. Mitchell apparently got a hand on Caldwell, picks up the foul.
Well, I disagree. I thought he forced him into a bad shot, but nice double pump there by Jeff White from Fredericksburg, Virginia.
And I think maybe Mitchell disagreed as well. Argued the call, not vehemently, but talked to the official. Meanwhile, Caldwell's first shot is good. He gets one more.
A nice close game here, but, the trend, you can't let them have 3 rebounds. We saw that in the girls' game where the girls finally got that figured out and turned it around. So I know last time Coach Dennett, they lost the turnover battle and the offensive board battle to Delta State, and it cost them the game. Actually had a 9-point lead late in the second half.
Thomas, give goes left side. Knoll taking it to the hoop and gets the 2.
Yeah, that's Cannoli, and what a play by him, and almost sounds like a dessert food, doesn't he?
Outside the arc, give going to Honer. Looking inside, wants to get it to Zaravica, but Mitchell's there to pick up the steal.
Jonathan Jackson really came on in that last game, and he's trying to get a fast start this game. He's penetrating, kicking off, and
shot from Thomas, no good.
That was a good-looking shot by the guard.
Honer to the opposite end to Zaravica. Trying to back his way in, get it off the glass. Shot is no good. Out of bounds, last touched Zaravica.
And Zaravica is a real finesse player. He's 6'9". He has had a couple chances to take it strong, and he's thrown that little flail jump hook, and he hasn't come close. So they've actually had his number, UWF.
6-6 ball game. West Florida with it, thrown away. Knoll throws it away into the opposite end. Honer able to convert.
Yeah, all back was Max Hoggart, but this team from West Virginia is an international. They've got actually a Japanese player, a Croatian player from Cameroon. They're an international squad.
Mitchell from the charity stripe. Fans that are Bobcat favorites said air ball, but Mitchell is suggesting that it was off the fingertips of a Bobcat.
It looked to me like he tried to pass that ball and nobody was there, but it was not a very good shot if that's what it was.
Bobcats got it out front. Zaravica over to Hanato. Shot is up, no good.
A good-looking jump shot, just does not knock it down.
The opposite end into the corner. Jackson fires into the paint. Thomas off the glass and good.
Great give and go there between Thomas and Jonathan Jackson, and that's Bob Stennett basketball there.
Tied at 8. A little better than 5 minutes into this stanza. It is Hatano with it to Zaravica. Battle in the paint. And the foul is going to be called on a Bobcat. That is Dominic Neiman.
Yeah, and we're talking about international players. Japan, and, of course, Croatia. I thought I saw one that said Cameroon, but only 2 international players on the team.
Hoggard trying to take it baseline. Foul called. 2-shot foul.
Hoggart's a good-looking freshman. He'll be back. And Bob will have him for a couple years.
Edge to the stripe, shooting 76% on average for the line. 16 of 21 of the season.
He's a good shooter now. Wait till you see him shoot a 3.
Well, in the 3 department, he's hitting 31%.
I think that's a pretty good percentage.
Well, when you get a third of those trays, not bad.
Baseball, you bat 30%, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Hoggard gets them both. And the home squad's on top by a bucket. Jeff White inserted into the lineup for the Bobcats, as Hatano has gone out. White, a 6'1" sophomore out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. 3-pointer from Honer is no good. Down with the rebound is Mitchell. Tried to lob it over Zaravica. Zaravica with that frame that's 6'9", too much. And gets the steal and gets the points.
Sloppy pass, and knowing Bob Stennett for as long as I've known him, that will drive him nuts.
10-10 game, 13:43.
He's going to make a sub, actually.
Jackson taking into the paint, dishes off to Mitchell. Mitchell just not getting the nice shots. Meanwhile, the follow-up by Hoggard.